This is an incredibly rare moment in time, and I just want everyone to take a screenshot, document, do what you need to do. I'm on time, and also I wasn't going to do a show. I found my period, and Mods, thank you for being here. And Rain, I couldn't be more upset for you about your new glasses. That happens. Do you wear progressives, Rain? Do you wear a progressive lens, girl? Because that's a prob. Okay. Um, I want to say that I'm here this evening for Diana H. I hope that she's here with us. Hey, Lady O. Hey, no one, because I found my period and Shark Week has commenced. Did I use that properly? And I've had raging cramps today, and I mean raging. Okay. I mean raging. Tony Scuta. Hey, Liz Tricks. Good to see you again, Liz Tricks. Joy Forbes, Meredith Lynn, Dawn Davies, Audrey's here. God, it just rolls in like rolling thunder. You know what I mean? Hey, Lumen, Lisa Vining, Aspire to Inspire, all my friends. Hey, Susan P. December, Puka Vista, Pat Jonas, I know. Iwa, Aspire to Inspire again, just because I felt like saying it again. Stop it. And I want to point out that I realize I look awful. That's intentional. Okay. That's intentional. So stop it. Buffy, HB from LBC, Mama Smurf, Alicia. Hey, Mittens. Thanks, Mittens. Yeah, Rain, that's concerning on a lot of levels. Debbie Zito, hey, Kara Patrick, Third Eye Open, Renee B, Yadira's so cute, always. Alana, my little Canadian. Hey, Trixie, you're still looking for your period. If you see her, tell her to get over here. Okay, Trixie, if I see her, hey, Funky Mama, good to see you, babe. Hey, Squirrel Girl, and Anna Banana, 14 months of fun. You couldn't be more right, and I love seeing you every month. I love you. Thank you for being a member. Kestrel, he's eating. My sunburn is starting to get itchy too. I love an itchy sunburn and a day of cramps. Really, there's not a lot better, especially taking as many Advil as I have. Hey, it's a whirlwind. Yorkie Mom, it's good to see you, Pam. West Coast Fancy Nancy, I get that on a lot of levels, babe. I really do. Like, been sitting on a heating pad. Rachel Sandy, hey, old Charlie. Thanks, no one. Thanks, Pat Jonas. Actually, Kestrel, I started yesterday. I just didn't say anything because I wasn't in pain. Carrie Wilson, yeah, I've been taking Advil all day. Trixie, I feel like I look bad. Thanks, Rain. Jojo Bananas is here. Heather Landau, Tiffinisms, Angie Mo, thinking about you. Hey, Rip Curl Readiness. Wow. Welcome in, my friend. Well, it's concerning because you said you got new glasses and you can't see out of them. Yeah, that's not a good thing. Is it a progressive lens? Hey, Jessamine, Katie did it. That's good to hear, no one. Hey, Sherry Taylor, Face KC. Thank you. That's really kind of you to say. Hey, Michael Malloy Show. Oh my God, the cat's peeing. It's loud. Kara Patrick, kind of sounds like when Moose pees next to me at 3 a.m. in my bathtub. He does it every night, and I love it so much. It's like this a really annoying, what do you call that? Sympathy pee. He only does it when I do it at 3 a.m. when I get up to do my diabetes pee. It's really annoying. Diana H, I'm here for you. You got me here. I'm glad to see you. Hey, love it. Look at my little boy. That's my little boy. Don't forget, the voice is weird. Oh, the nails just went into the sunburn. That's okay. That's our child, and we're going to be okay with it. Elizabeth Miller. Thank you, K-Space. Jen Pookie. My little boy. My little boy. He is so cute. And he's feeling right. He's looking good. He says, hello, everybody. Oh, I love it. Phineas. Okay, sometimes, it could be Rain. It could be they didn't mark them up correctly, you're progressive, but it also could be that they need to be adjusted, right? Because, it's what you're doing. It's a no-line trifocal, so they could just be totally out of adjustment, but the person who did it, I hope, knew what they were doing, because marking up a progressive is a serious thing. Jeanette Brown. Oh, that's a huge jump, Rain. So that could be it too. Five Quarters? Like you changed that much? You changed over a diopter? If it's 5 steps, that's a diopter and a quarter. That's a lot. Hey, Marie Marion, that feels like a lot. Hey, C-Dub, Christine Baker, Simone, welcome. Is it normal to do a middle of the night pee with diabetes? It's very normal for me. Seamus pees when you pee. No, not Seamus, Moose. Moose is my little jerk cat. He's my jerk son. And he pees with me in the middle of the night. And it's incredibly annoying. Okay, Elizabeth Miller, you're the only one, but I'm glad. Can the next cat be named Fern? That is a cute name. And that is an older lady's name. When I started my job at the senior living place, it was like the second or third day I was there. There was a lady named Fern, and she was meaner than a wet cat. Okay. And I came in and she looked at my outfit and she said, "Where did you get those shoes? A trash can?" And I was like, "I love it here. Oh my God. Show me your apartment. I want to hang out with you." I liked her a lot. Sadly, Fern died not that long after. Hey, Angel K. Who else is here? Leslie Mosley. Your uterus left the building. Good for you. I'm happy to hear that. Hey, it's my lawyer friend Denise. Have to apologize for my tech challenge hubby that doesn't know the difference between a text and chatting on a live. He wanted to say hi. He's a new fan. Oh my God, that's such an honor. Hello, my lawyer friend Denise's husband. We are happy to have you here. And if you guys have any friends that are, at the country club, like we talked about, give him my number. Thanks, Gene Strong. I'll take that into account. Hey, Lori Lee. Am I really behind? No, shouldn't be. Ghost Riders here. Okay, we just caught up. Thank you, Jojo Bananas. It was a gift. Hey, Vicky Andrews. Barbara Waite made it. Margie Barr. You had a moody Fern at H&R Block. Fern can be probably a moody name, I guess. Who knows? Okay, I think they need adjusting because the ear things are now 2 inches above my ears and I can see. There you go. They need to be adjusted. Progressives are very finicky. You know this. We have 2 elderly widowers for me. Okay, perfect. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. Hey, Helena. Michelle Asbell, love you too, babe. Yeah, time mark. You're just on time. I don't even really have, honestly, I wasn't going to do a show tonight. I have raging cramps. My fallopian tubes are trying to kill me. Seriously, like I haven't been able to numb it with Advil today. I've taken a lot of Advil and it seems to want to, it's winning the fight, right? Diana H, I did it for you, girl. Hey, Michelle Lynn. Donna Cooper's here. I don't even really have a topic. Like I said, I have been suffering and miserable. Look at my little boy. Look at my little boy. Oh God, so cute. It's a lot. I don't have endometriosis. I'm pretty sure I don't. I'm pretty sure I just have, it just feels like if you took like a bottle and broke it in half and just like ground it around my uterus, it's more just like that. It's just more like that. And then if you add a bunch of like tons, like buckets, like you remember that scene from The Shining? They show it over and over where all the blood comes flying out of the side of that door. That's exactly what day one looks like every month. It comes flying out of a door. It's weird. It doesn't come out of my uterus first. It comes out of this like side door. And I'm like, oh, there it is. And then it jumps into my uterus and it just gushes out. I was literally on a Zoom call today and I was on the couch and I was like this and I sat up and that's what it felt like. It was like my cup had runneth over. And, you have to do that walk of shame to the bathroom. You have to like walk like a spider. You have to do the like weird walk where your legs don't touch. All right, we'll move on from this conversation. Clearly, the cheese stands alone. Interesting, Elizabeth Miller. So yeah, I don't have a whole bunch of a topic this evening. I thought maybe we could go all over the place as we do. The other thing I thought I would say, it does, Angel K. Yes, you can, Catherine B. I know you can, girl. I thought of you. My little boy. I don't know if he likes it, but I do. I say it to him all the time. I walk by the door and I go, "My little boy." Oh, he's so cute. He's just sitting here purring. Oh, he's such a good person. He's a great guy. He might have been born in a manger. Hey, Alexa. Oh my God. Diana H, we do too, girl. Um, Renee B, menopause has been awesome. I can't wait. My mom hit menopause at 55. So sadly, I think I have a ways to go if I'm anything like my mother. Um, in some ways, though, I have to be honest. Like when hey Liz R, when I'm gonna start dating older gents again, there's something to still having a period. I think it turns them on. Like, I think they're used to women that, don't have periods anymore. So I think that's one of the main assets. Like actually, it's quite a pickup line to be like, I still get my period. Call me. I think it gets their heart racing. I really do. It doesn't do anything for me, but I think for, some 60-year-old something guy, just throwing that out there. I think they get excited when you say, "You're going to enter into Shark Week, fella." And you feel they like it. Trust me. Reese, I'm new to makeup. Hey, Raymond. Well, you look so cute, Mama Smurf. Should I be using a setting powder? Yes, you should. 100% every day long, all day long, and reapply that shit because I have problems. Oh, definitely Funky Mama with her usual spicy self. She woke up this morning, not her usual. Oh, yeah, definitely. Please let me know how that is. Yes, always use Kestrel. What is a setting powder? Setting powder, it's meant to set your makeup in place. So it keeps it from like moving if you sweat. It just keeps things. For me, I use a setting powder because a lot of women get oily in their T-zone. I only get oily on my forehead. I get shiny. Hey, Lisa Kelson. Ty Mark. I mean, it still couldn't hurt though, right? Hey, T. Louise. A setting powder, it's you just blot, you kind of press it in. And the other thing, press it. Don't like if you use a little spongy thing or if you use a brush, you're supposed to like press it into the skin. You don't like dust it on. That's how I used to do it. But all the Sephora gals were like, "No, girl." Honestly, I think it's a scam. I don't know that it works either way, but just kind of, push it in there. Just smack it on. You know what I mean? Huxley's yelling at Moose. He's probably chasing his sister. Kitty Whiskers. I was in the hospital. Is there a setting spray? You can, Lisa Kelson. I've tried many setting sprays and I have cat hair in my beard so bad. But I don't find setting sprays to work as much as a powder. Kitty Whiskers was in the hospital with acute kidney failure. Thought it would pop in to have my spirits lifted. Spirits, prayers, healing vibes, all sent your way, babe. I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds horrible. And I don't know what that entails, but please keep us posted on that. And I'm sorry. Lip stain. Can you talk about that? I want to try one. Barbara, wait. I brought this just for you. This is not a lip stain. Hey, Linda Garden Lady. Thank you, babe. Dawn, I don't do as well with the setting spray. It probably is your chemistry, your makeup, your skin balance, pH. I don't know the words, but some people might find a setting spray more working than mine. I don't find them to work. Okay, here's the thing. I got this at TJ Maxx. I'm a big fan of Laura Mercier. Okay. And this is the color called Bliss. And this is not a lip stain. I put this on. It's probably not going to stay on. This is why I don't wear this kind of crap, but I thought it was a pretty color. Hey, Elena Rainerman. This is not matte. It's kind of got a little bit of a sheen to it. Pretty color, but I don't think it's probably going to last. I was wearing this lip stain yesterday. This is number 90. This is a great summer color, Sephora lip stain. Angel K wants to know more about the cup. Hey, Miss Sassafras, guys, if you have a period, don't be afraid. Somebody had to really talk me into this. I have not tried it, Debbie Zito, but I believe you that it's probably really good. I like Charlotte Tilbury's products. Hey, Kat. So the setting spray I currently have is a Laura Mercier one, and I like Laura Mercier, but it sucks. It does nothing for me, and it feels sticky. Cups are not gross, babe. I don't know why. I don't know why you feel this way. But here's the thing: cups are important for somebody like me because I have a very thanks, Linda Garden Lady. I have a very heavy period. The first 2 to 3 days, I cannot use tampons. They leak. Tampons do not work for me. So I go through them way too fast. By day 3 to 4, I forget I'm even on my period. It's like it just dries up. It's weird. I mean, I still have a period for like 5 days, but the first 2 to 3 days, I am so heavy. I have to dump my cup like 2 to 3 times throughout the day. That's a lot. Hey, Nicole Hazel Miller. It's just that it's about it's not very big. And here's the thing. Hey, Critters Creations. I'm too scared to do that, Critters Creations. I had a friend I worked with, and she was like, "You have to try it." And I was like, "No, gross." Hey, Lindy, it freaked me out. The thought of it freaked me out. I finally bought one. Mine is they sell them at Target. Oh, tell your husband bye though, and thanks for coming in. Sorry. Tell him sorry. I've never tried it, Renee B. They make two different sizes, C Dub. I get the Salt brand. It's SAALT. I like that brand. It works for my cooter. They make two sizes. One is for women, I think, who have had babies, and one is for women who have not had babies. I'm pretty sure. I think that's how they do it. I don't know. Um, it's easy. It's silicone. Hey, Andy, here's the thing, guys. I'm weird about the environment. I try to be, I'm not like super weird. Like I use K cups. So don't get excited. Okay. I don't compost. I'm not that much about it. And I respect and admire people who do, but I'm just saying, I like the idea that a cup lasts like 10 to 12 years, less waste. I don't know. I like the idea of that. Sorry, Shell. So it's this rubber like silicone thing, and you just kind of like fold it. Hey, Marty Jewel, and you throw it up there, and it goes, and it like, it's like, when like Spider-Man or Batman like throws something onto a building and it sticks enough for him to like pull himself up. Same thing. You put it in there. The only guys in here are old Charlie. Who else? There's no other guy. Michael Malloy, he doesn't count. He'll listen to anything I have to say. He doesn't mind. And I don't know about a diaphragm. I've never used one of those. I saw them in 80s movies. Yeah, Angie Mo, and it just goes, and it's kind of a neat little suction noise that it makes. And you just know everything's still intact and you're proud of that. And then you kind of start to think about, when are you going to get some action again? When are we going to put something else in there besides a cup? So then you just put it in there, and then it just stays there like a tampon, Ellie. And then it stays there all day, and you take it out later. And it's always fun too. It's fun because when you get in the shower, I pull it out and I love the look of it. I always think of The Sopranos. Like it's like a murder scene in an exciting way. I yank that sucker out and I go, and it goes, and it's so gross. Wait till the haters get a hold of that. Michael Malloy, that's enough. And yeah, K-Cups is the coffee thing used in a Keurig. They're full at the landfills, and it makes me sad every time I use one. And anyway, it looks like the scene in The Shining when all the blood comes flying out. Sorry, Yadira, but I always think it's kind of neat. And every time I look at it, I'm like, if I murdered somebody, is this what it would look like? I always get a little bit of excitement about that. I'm like, if I were a serial killer, like that's what it would look like. If you were like, whoosh, no one else probably has those thoughts except me, but I'm all alone a lot of the times and I get cooped up and such. Hey, Crime Me a River. I'm not going to act on it. It's just neat to see. It's not very often. You're welcome, Angel K. My little boy. I love you, Leslie Mosley, and I hope we're not too much for you. But it's always exciting on day 1 and day 2 because I've done that too, Rain. I just don't always do it because it really fills up, and you just take it out, you go, and it just goes, whoosh. Hey, Erica. It's pretty gross. It's pretty sick. And, it's just part of the life and times of us, right? I mean, it's a cooter, it's a real thing. And here we talk about real things. Now, I didn't have any intentions of my little boy. Oh, he's so nice. He's little. Look at him's a so little. I didn't intend to talk about this, but it's a real thing. And you have to be able to talk about what's real, right? That's gross, no one. Okay, Leslie Mosley, I'm happy to hear that. I'm too scared of an IUD. I've heard terrible stories and I'm frightened. I don't like anything like that. But the cup is exciting. And, I look forward to the day that more than just a cup is going back in there. It's exciting to think about. It's, maybe there's something I don't even know about, something new. Maybe he has some new tricks that I've never seen. I like to think about these things when the power goes out and there's nothing else to do. So funny. Boy, the people that can't take you. This is a great subject to talk about and great description. Thank you, Elena Rainerman. I mean, come on, guys. It's real life. I'm freaking 40 years old. We're not gonna, it's a body and they bleed, especially if you murder one of them, But again, we're not doing that. We just like to talk about it sometimes. Yeah, absolutely. We're all grown-ups. We all have 2 to 4 flaps. We all have fallopian tubes that are trying to murder us every month and strangle me. I've never used period underwear. The thought of that disgusts me. I bleed too heavy to find out what that's like. I don't want to sit in my own filth. That's gross. That's why I don't even like tampons, because I put a tampon in and it feels like 10 minutes later. I know he has thumbs. He's polyamorous. Isn't that neat, Lisa Kelson? He's polygamist. If I put a tampon in, I'm like 6 to 10 minutes later, I'm doing the walk where I'm like having to spread my legs because I feel like wet and moisty. It's gross. I hate that feeling, guys. I do not like the feeling of a wet cooter, like unless it's appropriate, right? Like unless you're dating and it's a Friday night and he's saying all the right things, Again, hey, Peggy Collins. I hope that I date again. Sometimes I get scared that I'm just going to dry out like a bucket of sand and nobody's ever going to enter my cooter again. What if that happens? Like that would be the worst thing. I can't think of a lot worse. I mean, getting thrown into the trunk of a car, like being buried alive, sure. But like it's up there with those two things. I don't want to, casserole. I can't even think with it. A soggy cooter. Absolutely not. I would rather be a bucket of sand. I would rather be dried out and no moisture at all. That just sounds horrible. Like what if he doesn't come along? I never thought about it. Like I can't think about that. That's not going to happen, right? What are these Friday nights that you speak of? Hey, Chrissy Twig. It's been a while. Alicia, same for me. I haven't had sex since like January 11th, I think. And sometimes I reflect on it. So it's hard for me to remember what sex is like too. Hey, Heather, Kansas. What? Okay, it's benign though. That's terrifying, Heather. I'm sorry to hear that, but I think that's a good thing. Isn't benign a good thing? Jesus, girl. Please keep us updated. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Kestrel. Yeah, Heather, I'm really sorry. Someone will come along, says Lisa. Dawn, you haven't. Hey, Peanut. You haven't had sex in 25 years, Dawn? My little boy. Wait, hold on. I need to see this. Dawn, how do you feel about that? Like, is that by choice? Like, I'm going to need more information. 20 years for Peggy Collins. Hey, whine a little bit more. Yeah, Heather, please let us know. Well, Buffy, that's perfectly okay. I suddenly feel like I'm dried out. I think I missed what happened with Tommy. Nothing. We just broke up. Nothing to see there. The last time I had sex was 2005. All right, let's get off this subject. I'm starting to get incredibly depressed and my body is reacting in a very negative way. I feel like I'm losing my voice. Choice, and I don't miss the drama that goes with it. Okay, so it's by choice. Okay. Yeah, Alana, I got scared too. Alana says I will never go that long. Okay. All right. All right. As long as it's by choice, that's different. Like I didn't know if it was just again, like I started to have like negative reactions. I started sweating and like my pulse picked up. All right. 6 years for you. Wow. Yeah. Renee, yes, Renee. And Liz Delgado, I'm complaining about 9 months. Okay, me too. I'm already like starting to get kind of upset. Hey, Kim is blue. Thanks, babe. I was starting to feel upset. I was like, somebody's gonna want this, right? Like I'm starting to feel scared because I can't go that long. I can't go that long. I don't want to go that long, if that makes sense. Who can afford Scientology? Not many. Gene Wally. Hey, Holly Day. I'd be a raisin as well. Yeah, Heather. Guys, I just really enjoy it too much. And here's the thing, there's probably going to come a day when I don't, right? Like all of us are going, at least that's what my mom says. Like after you go through menopause, it changes, your body chemistry changes, right? Um, and it's different and that's perfectly okay, but while I'm in this time, when I want to, I hope that somebody comes along. Doesn't somebody out here have a grandpa or a father that's much older? Good God, there's 300 wow, 25 years. I can't have this conversation. I'm deeply uncomfortable right now. You need a friend with benefits. Yeah, as long as he's safe and not weird and he's not going to like record it and put it out there, although I would be totally fine with that. I keep waiting for some of the ones that I actually am a part of to like float out somewhere mysteriously onto the internet because again, my eye makeup looked amazing and I was just feeling right about it. So if it does get out there and you guys email me and you're like, "What is this video?" I'm going to be like, "Don't look if you don't want to see." I no, I got this t-shirt. I found this today. I've had this for years. I think I got this when I was talking to Aaron. I ordered it on Etsy. We should throw these in the merch shop. I have two fathers, both single. Okay. Um, doesn't somebody like there's oh, Finn. I got to get him a brush. Uh, doesn't somebody have somebody that they know? Like, I'm even willing to date someone that's in another state. Honestly, I'm sorry to hear that, Michael Malloy. Honestly, I kind of like the idea of dating someone in another state because I don't really want him. He's so cute. Kim is blue. He's doing great. I don't really want the dude to have that much easy access to me. Does that make sense? Like, I don't really want to date someone that's 30 minutes away from me. I kind of like the idea of seeing you when I see you, but when we see each other, it's pound town, right? If the chemistry's there and everybody's safe and sound, right? But at some point, I think that that's going to, okay. Okay, Australia, Nicole Hazelmiller is a little bit far away. However, I've been watching some reels with these like hot Australian dudes. Their accents, like I would love to date a dude with an accent. I'd love to date a dude that's in another country. Hey, Susan, the Sage. The old guys at the club, I doubt plumbing works anymore. Okay, that's pretty old then. I need a card. You are not. Yes, Catherine B. I just am kind of sad sometimes. I'm like, isn't there somebody that knows somebody? I don't really want to do a dating app, you guys. That can't be this is shocking to me. Diana H hasn't had sex in 18 years. Oh, I know. Susan the Sage, I get it. That's a long time, guys. Kim is Blue says no dating apps. Okay, Heather. No dating apps, Jojo. I don't think we need a dating app. Where is he? You have a single brother who's the funniest and sweetest man? Ooh, Lindy's husband is Scottish. That is so hot. Scottish accents are so hot. No idea what they're saying, but God, it's hot. Um, Keith Urban? I don't know. I don't know that I would want to date one of Keith Urban's friends. Okay, Kiki, I could see that. Jojo is Scottish and she has an amazing accent. I like this, Debbie. Tell me more about him. Where does he live? Is he cute? I need to know more. Does he want to date someone that's a YouTuber? See, that's the other thing, guys. And I think we really need to talk about that. See, it's good to talk about this kind of stuff because the last two streams that we've done were super heavy, kind of like my period. The last two streams that we've done were very, I love that Lady O. We're very mentally sunk me a little bit. So it's good to think about this. I think we need to talk about, my next guy. I think we need to manifest it, is how the kids are putting it these days. The younger kid, the crowds. Um, oh, okay. I was married to an Englishman. Cute picture, Joy. He was an alcoholic asshole. Sorry to hear that. That's awful. I think the right guy. Oh, he's in Minneapolis? That's perfect. I think the right guy would not mind the YouTube thing. Kim is Blue. Oh, I don't want to find a guy at a gym. That's the last thing I need is a laundry bag full of meat. I'm looking for more like a Shrek body type. Oh my God, Angel K, your dad is single and his name is Fred. Get the hell out of here. Where is he? I need to know more. I need to know more. That's perfect. Hey, BLT. Well, thanks, BLT. I honestly think it's going to be okay. Angel K, I need to know more about this. I think it's going to be difficult. I think this is going to be harder than we realize to find a guy who's cool with me being a YouTuber. Now, I have said this and I have no problems keeping somebody's private life private. So if I find a guy and we really hit it off and we really like each other and he's like, I don't like the idea. I love that, Ty Mark. Hey, Eric. The right man won't care if you are a lawyer, doctor, or a stripper. The right guy won't care what you do. Ty Mark, she's absolutely right about that. Like, the key word here is man. And, ooh, I love that, Barbara Wade. Hey, Jessica, I think a real man will know what to do, know what to say. We'll feel it or we won't, right? But I think there's some truth to that. And I think if someone really likes me, hey, Don Moore, I've been told this many times, and I think we all need to let this sink in. And maybe it's just me, but I think men really are. Hey, Joanne Hawley, I think men really are a lot more simple than I put credit toward. That sucks, Meredith Keith. I think the other thing I've been told by many, many men, if a guy likes you, it's like it's instant. Like guys don't like have to think about it, is what I've been told by a lot of men. Tell me if that's true, but I think it is. If they are into you, it's instant. Like they know right away. It's not something that like they're going to come back around after a month, right? And I also just think Ty Mark's right. Like the right guy, and there will probably be more than one. But I think I'm overthinking this. A lot of men are probably not going to care that I do this for my job. The only thing I would say is if the guy is like, he could go one of two ways. He could say, I don't care. Yeah, you can name me. I'd love to meet your people someday. Cool. But he also could easily say, I'm not comfortable with that. Like, I don't want to be on your show. I don't want to be known. And I would just say, that's totally fine. Yes. Real men just want you, your time and loyalty. This is true. This is true. Um, well, good for you, Jojo Bananas. It's true too that I hate to say, like, I feel kind of shitty saying a real man, but there is a difference. There is. Like, I think I've been around enough. Yeah. Kat says, I went on a first date Friday. Good for you, girl. Any advice on how to word it to tell him I want to wait for sex until we actually get to know each other? Absolutely. Hey, true to it. Yes. Lots of advice, actually. Let me give you some advice as I climb out of this trash can. Um, because the reason I feel confident about what I'm about to say is I'm going to say this to the person that I end up dating or people, right? Whoever I end up choosing. I am very adamant at this point. Look at the cat hair on my shirt. I am very adamant at this point. Look, we all know men want to bang, right? Like, that's not a thing. It's not shocking. And I want to bang too. But I'm not I just think sex is a very private, very personal thing. And I don't want to be like one of four women that you're just sleeping with. That's not where I'm at. So but I'm also very upfront. Like, I don't have a problem saying on a date. I don't know that I'd say it on a first date, because who knows if you're going to get ghosted? Who knows if you're ever going to see the dude again, right? Well, thanks, Don Moore. But I would probably say it by the third date. Second date, you're still kind of unsure. I can't speak to this because I've never dated. Like, I've never dated more than one guy. And like Jeff and I dated, but I wasn't dating other people. So by the third date, I feel like we'd be feeling pretty good about, like, okay, no one's going to ghost the other. Maybe, and maybe I'm wrong. Sort of time arc, but I'd be more specific. Like, I would say, see, here's me. I'm going to pretend I'm on a date with you guys. Oh, thank you so much. Is there lemon in this? Thank you. Hey, Tony P. Okay, pretend like you don't know me. Well, actually, pretend like we're on a first date. No, we're not on our first date. We're on our third date, and I'm liking you, and I'm starting to feel it, right? And I'm not wearing this t-shirt. I'm going to wear something with like a deep V, and I'm going to push them up. Okay. Ooh, I like that, Cat. I'm loving the confidence. Damn, girl. I'm definitely going to see him again, she says. Hey, Hawks. Yeah. Why does it smell like spam in here? Oh, okay. That's weird, though. It shouldn't go in there. It smells like our old kitchen when Jeff would make spamwiches. Those were good. Oh. Oh, God. So gross, son. Tuna and spam smell different. I know, and I keep spelling spam. It's probably just because I have cramps. Oh my God. Jeff used to slice up spam and like roll it in flour, and he would fry it. And he would put mayonnaise and pickles on the bread and eat it. And I was like, oh, it was so gross. And it stunk up the house, and it was the worst thing. And I had to go stay somewhere else that night. Kat, I'm liking this. Okay, back to our third date. Okay, let's start over. This is like a Scientology drill. Flunk. Okay, good. Start. Oh, thank you so much. What was your name? Kevin? Thanks, Kevin. Isn't he nice? He looks familiar to me. So anyway, yeah. I'm from Omaha. So how much you have family in Omaha? That is so weird. I'm close to like the Leavenworth 44th area, but I love the old market. Just don't go in the winter, you know that. So back to okay, here's what I would say, Kat. Stay with me. I'm going to pretend you're a guy that I'm into. Oh, look at this. I do, Kim is blue. Second date is this week. We work together. Oh shit. I don't know. That doesn't feel good. So I would have not accepted the first date unless I was very sure. I think I would really go somewhere. I haven't been in a okay. All right. There you go, Time Mark. I don't know who the Tennessee rapper is, but yeah, it sounds like a serial killer. The Tennessee rapper. Um, it's frightening to date someone you work with. Hey, Debbie A, but I'm confident that you're confident about this. Okay. So back to it. And I'm being very serious. This is what I would say. Let me just think about this. And I'm going to pretend that the person I'm looking at right now is not someone with a disheveled bird's nest on her head. Okay. All right. Don't get your honey where you get your money. I kind of agree with Dawn Moore, but Kat seems to know what she's doing and she hasn't been late in 9 years. Let's give her some grace. Okay. She can always get another job or a new peen. Okay. All right. Here we go. So good for you, Michelle Lynn. I am very, hey, Leanne Woods, I'm very interested in the physical side of things. And I saw you elevator eyeing me, so I know that you're thinking about it too. And definitely, I would say this: she has a heartbeat. Okay, so I'm definitely feeling it too. And the tension is strong here, right? And I'm into it. And I have moves that I think that you're probably going to enjoy. And I'm guessing that you have some as well. And if you don't, we can always Google some stuff, right? Like that's what OnlyFans is for. Okay. Oh, okay. Cat's been laid in more than 9 years. Okay. Yeah, I get it. All right. So then I would okay. Um, so then I would say something like, however, being that I am now 40 and there in my life up to now, there's never been a velvet rope at Club Reese, like just anybody's been able to get in. I like the idea of a velvet rope. Plus, I like the feel of velvet. And so my thoughts on this are very simple. Look, we're gonna do this, right? It's gonna happen. I feel the sparks and you see the fire. I see the smoke, right? And I want to. How come everybody's saying no? I'm getting a little tired of the negativity right now. Okay. We're not even finished yet. Kim is blue. Quit it. Okay. So then you say something smooth like, she's worth it. But I think we need to give this time. Like, I need to know if I could pay somebody to cuddle, by the way, I would do it. Um, I think my little boy, I think that let the guy make the first move. Well, you're going to start talking about it, right? Because we're going to be given sex eyes. Well, I sure am. Who doesn't go to dinner and give sex eyes? Every time I go to dinner with a man, I'm like, well, then fine. I guess I'm not going to be dating. I would absolutely pay somebody to cuddle. If I could find a larger, meatball of a man and a mattress on the side of the road, I would say, sir, this $20 bill is yours for 20 minutes. I just want to, I like to get right here. Jeff used to call it your spot, or he'd say, get into your little nook here. And I would do this and I would nuzzle in and I would lay on his boob. And, oh, I didn't know this, Leslie. This is a problem. I don't know how to flirt then. Okay. And I love it. I love laying on a man's just like right here. And I love throwing my leg over their whole body. So I'm like kind of wrapped around. Okay, Jojo. And I'm kind of like, I like to wrap myself around a man. I love doing that. Like Why is everybody laughing at me? You better be laughing at something in the crowd that somebody said. What are you doing over there, Finny? So I like to leg and arm, and I like to just get a hold of him and like a blanket. Yeah. Okay. I'm starting to get a little pissed at the laughing emojis. You guys better be laughing at something in the typing words here. All right, because this will work. All right, cry me a river. Okay, thanks, Buffy. Yeah, that's the problem. I know. Cuddling does lead to more. That's the best. That's like a spider monkey. I like to do it like a spider monkey. That's the best way to lead to sex, in my opinion. I loved it. I don't know why. And I hate to say this, guys. I hate doing it. I hate bringing it up. I do. But I often step into the wrong landmines. I do it every night on my channel. And then people report the news about it the next day and they talk about what a horrible and disgusting human being I am. And tonight's not going to be any different. Okay. So I hate to bring this up. Why? Just make the goal cuddling? Who does that? Well, I don't want to do that. It's been a year. And I was talking to a friend about this today, guys. It's been about a year. Feels like I have not seen Jeff in years. Why is that? I think because, why is that? I think because I feel at this point, I feel bad. I am not a cheater. Not my style, not anything I do. I've never cheated on someone before, and I've never ever been okay with it. I've been a huge like against it. And I'm reflecting on it now, probably because I'm alone, probably because it's been a year. And also, I didn't have time to really think about the breakup between me and Jeff. I was too busy cheating on him and thinking that I was going to be in this like amazing relationship with this person that was the worst thing ever, and it ended up being horrible. And you know what? That's on me. And in the words of a Scientologist, I did pull that in, and I deserved every minute of it, by the way. Every minute of that unhappiness, right? No, of course Jeff was an ass, but still I didn't get a chance to reflect on it. And interesting, Peggy Collins. All I'm saying is I just didn't get a chance to grieve it, like I'm serious. I didn't get a chance to do any of that. I was too busy, like, wow, this new guy is all fresh and amazing, and he's here to save the day. And whoa, was I fucking wrong on that, right? Hey, Julia, is Liz Trix taking minutes? Yeah, always. She's always taking minutes. Trust me, that's her job. She understands. She gets the task. Yeah, Debbie A. And I'm just reflecting on it, is all, guys. I'm not talking about Jeff's character. I'm not talking about anything other than um I I'm talking about cleaning up my side of things, right? Like I feel bad. I feel bad that I was a cheater. That is such a low, gross um good for you, Rain. That is just gross. I don't want to be known as a cheater. I'm not proud of that at all. And I just wish I hadn't. If I could go back, I wish I hadn't. It's not my style. It's just not my thing to do that. And even though he probably repeatedly cheated on me, still doesn't make it okay. Like it just doesn't make it okay. And so I feel kind of bad about that to this day. Um, but I think about there are things that I look forward to. It's so true, Don. Let's all remind ourselves Jeff didn't feel bad about being with prostitutes. Yeah, no. Then I go back to reality and I remember that. And you're absolutely right. But like I do miss, thank you, Shelly Kelly. I do miss like this is weird. I don't want to I'll talk about Jeff more all day long than I would Tommy. I don't want to talk about Tommy. I just don't. I don't want him in my head. I don't want to say his name. But Jeff was so cuddly, and I do miss that. That's, like, the only thing I kinda really miss is I'm very cuddly, and I remember we had this, our couch in the living room, and he would be sitting on the couch watching TV, and I would come walking into the living room, and I'd see him, and he was so big. I love a big guy like that, and I would just climb right on top of him. I would spread my legs so that my legs were over his, and I would put my arms around his neck and I would just lay there for like 3, 4 minutes. And I don't think he liked it that much, honestly. He was always kind of doing the thing like he was like, this is annoying. When are you going to get up? But like it was a lot. I'm a touchy feely person like that when I'm in a relationship. And at night, he would do that every night. He'd be like, come get into your spot. And I loved it. And I'm just saying that. I miss that. I think I'm also just thirsty. Like I miss that. And I will say the next guy that I was with, whose name I don't even want to say, total opposite. Total opposite. And I hated it because I was like, God, like I'm snuggly. I'm a snuggle bug. I am like, I don't care if you're like Jeff in the beginning would be like, I get really hot at night. I was like, I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Like it's worth it to me. I want to like cling on to you. The next dude was not like that at all. Not like that at all. Like not snuggly, like didn't hardly ever sleep with me, like just the opposite, just not clingy like that. I don't know why I'm saying this out loud other than I was thinking about it today and I was like, man, that is one thing I miss. And if I could find a dude in a non-creepy way, unfortunately it's not possible, but yeah, I made a mistake, Lisa Kelson. I totally made a mistake. Guys, it doesn't why is it easier to talk about Jeff and not Tommy? Hmm, that's a great question. Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is I'm very angry with Tommy, and I'm not angry with Jeff. I'm not angry with Jeff at all. And I've made my peace with Jeff. And yeah, there you go, Alana. My ex was a good spooner. I miss that. Would not go back to him, but I miss the cuddles. That's all there is to it. So before you guys read into that too much, it's not anything like I'm over Jeff. I just miss that. I miss that. And I know that I will find that again. It's not that fucking hard to find a guy that's larger that wants to snuggle. I'm sure I can go find one quickly. Yeah, you are not over Tommy. I don't think that's the case. No, no, no. I definitely feel over it. I feel over it. I just what Shelly said too. I was married to Jeff. I spent way more time with Jeff. I have way more memories with Jeff. Jeff, here's the thing about Jeff that I hope to find in a man again. Jeff took me places. Jeff spent time on me. We went, he'd be like, put on that dress I bought for you. I made reservations tonight. I personally, the next guy I'm with or end up with, I have to be with someone who takes the bull by the horns like that. It's very sexy and it's a turn on and it's something I feel a man should do. Like I made reservations. We're going here at this time. I like that personally. I hate being the person who's like, "Can you take me out?" Fuck that. It's such a turnoff for me. Yeah, it's leadership, but I don't want him to feel like he's in charge either, if that makes sense. Jeff was a dick. Jeff was a dick swinger. He was like, "I'm in charge of you." I don't like that. In other aspects, he was. In the dating side of things, it was a turn on because he spent time thinking about me, making plans with me. I liked that. And so I also spent way more time with Jeff. We bought a house together. We had a life together for a while. We were married. Like there's just a ton of, honeymoon. There's a ton of memories. The cellist cared about you. He absolutely cared about me. Guys, I have no question in my mind that Jeff was crazy in love with me. I think he really did love me. I think he didn't. When I think about Jeff and when I think about Tommy, I think there's a major thing here that I have it's come to my attention. Neither one, do like to be prioritized. Neither one of those guys spoke my language, if that makes sense. They didn't have neither one of them ever understood me. And neither one of them were patient or calm. Neither one of those guys were calm or patient men. And I feel that being newly kind of into the world, I have a lot of questions. There's a lot of things I don't understand. Um, there are a lot of words that I don't understand. Somebody said a word today that I still don't know what it means. Sovereign, sovereign. I don't know what that word means. I have no idea. And so I need someone to be very calm with me and not treat me like I'm stupid because I don't know things. And I don't like, hey, Cheryl Roberts, I don't want someone to be condescending. I want to be an equal partner to someone, but still be willing to teach me things, but not in a shitty way, like, oh, you're just dumb and you don't know anything. But I think the reason Jeff did not speak my language. He never laughed at anything, hardly ever, that I said. And you guys know I like to be funny. I like to be silly. And he didn't understand it. Now he would chuckle. Like I would come over and tickle him and like make him laugh. And I would make up a song and he'd be like, you're so weird. Like that. That's what he would do when he would laugh. Hey, Hope Between the Dreams. Like that was the most I could get out of him to, hey, Rocks in a Box, to make him laugh. I would do some like make up some silly song. And he'd be like, you're weird, like something like that. But he never spoke my actual, he did not have a sense of humor at all, Lady O. No. And there were so many missed opportunities because I would do something really funny and I would be the only one that gets it. He had dad humor. Jeff had terrible humor, very bad at humor. Yeah, when he would chuckle on lives, it felt very forced. Yeah. You're angry with Tommy because you still care. Didn't work out, but you had some good times with him, right? Um, yeah, Mandy Harper, you get it. That's because Mandy Harper speaks my language. Um, Fred laughed all the time, Renee B. Fred and I laughed all the time. Fred had my humor and I had his, right? I understood him. We laughed all the time. I don't know about this. You're angry with Tommy because you still care. I don't think that's true. I'm past the point of caring. I don't know if anger equals caring. Some of you might say you're angry because you still care. Maybe I still care, but I don't feel like I care. I'm angry because I feel like I was duped. I'm angry because I feel like I was lied to. I'm angry because I was told things and then um, that ended up not being the case, right? Like all those things. I'm just angry that. Okay, my computer said it's going to do an update. It better not be right now. Close apps before scheduled updates. Some apps may prevent your Mac from installing the software later. Make sure you save documents and quit any open apps. Okay, when you're done for the day. Okay, great. Thank you, Mac. Yeah, this isn't bad. Are you angry because he wasted your time? Yeah. Oh, shit. Shit. It's happening again. My nose. Hey, Elizabeth Miller. Yeah, I feel like I wasted my time. I don't like guys, I don't like being lied to. I really don't like being lied to. Um he loved you the only way he knew how. Yes. And Lindy, I don't regret Tommy. I don't regret any experience with any man. It's just I yeah, I'm remarried. I feel used. Yes, Jen, were you hey Lilac Lime, were you duped and that he pissed you off? I'm reading another comment. There we go. There we go. You were angry because he told you it was going to be a certain way and nothing about that was true. Yes. This too. You just thought it was going to be different with Tommy. That's all. Yes. And I'm angry at myself for cheating on my husband. It makes me feel gross and dirty. I don't like making big mistakes like that. And I knew better. And I also was so pissed that Jeff was a potential cheater because he was with the jesters and going to parties. I did exactly what he was doing. And I hate that. I wish I could take that back. I hate that. I am not a fucking cheater. It's not my style to be a cheater at all. Um, yeah, Cheryl Roberts. I just feel like I was lied to, and I really hate liars. I do not like being lied to. So this isn't going to be about Tommy. Again, I don't even have him in my head anymore. I really don't think about him. I don't want to think about him. I hate to think about what he thinks of me, and that really pisses me off. And so I just try to take the healthy route and just not go there. Um, yeah, I learned a lot, and the problem is I just don't know what's true and what's not. And I don't like that. And all I can do is move forward. That's right. I'm so sorry, Diana H. Um, it's horrible. Yeah, Jen. No, Rita, not quite. Yeah, and I wish that I had gotten fully divorced. I would have felt better morally about that. Like hey, P. Taylor, it was immoral. It was wrong. It was unethical. I'm mad at there's nobody I can blame that on. I'm not going to blame that on Tommy, and I can't blame that on Jeff. It's me. I cheated on my husband, and that is really fucked up, and it makes me feel dirty. And so we're coming up on a year now, and I just feel like damn, I wish I could even apologize to Jeff for that. Like I feel that's on me. That is something that's on me. And I just wish I hadn't have done it. It was sleazy. It was gross. As cheating is gross. And I feel bad about that. Um, that's all. And so, but when somebody asked me a little bit ago, like, why can you talk about Jeff and not Tommy? Because I'm not angry with Jeff. And I had way more of a life with him. And he put, like him or not, of course he was a dick, right? But Jeff put a lot of attention on me. He validated me in ways that I need, even though he ended up being a jerk. I didn't have to ask him to be interested in me much. He took me out. We did stuff. He made me a priority. And so I have more memories with him. Tommy didn't ever do that with me, ever. Like there was no like, let's go do something together. And I just think that I need that kind of attention. It's not about money. It's not like, let's go spend money. It's just, I like the idea of someone being like, I planned this evening and I want to take you out. And I just feel like that makes you feel special, makes me feel special. I don't know if that's all women. I just know that for me, yeah, I need to feel like you're putting me up there on your list of priorities. Rain says, you were already done with your marriage. I do not consider it cheating. I slept with someone while waiting for my divorce from my first husband. I get it, Rain, but for me, just like ethically, it was wrong. And I say that, I know, Jessamine, but guys, here's the thing. You weren't there and you didn't fight Jeff over and over about how wrong it was to go to those parties, like the jester stuff. And like, I was so angry with him all the time for being a jester and going to those parties. And I would hold it over his head. And I would say like, I know you're cheating, or I know that the girl, hey, Joel Sachs, I know that the girls are there. And then for me to go and do exactly the thing that I needled him and poked at him about for years. That's a low ass blow. It's cheap and it's sleazy. And I should not have done that. And I'm mad at myself for that. Like, I'm not over being mad at myself for that. Like, Really? I can't be like, I was young. I can't use any excuse. It was wrong. Um, yeah, Jessamine. I loved Jeff very much. I loved Jeff. I feel like I took really good care of Jeff. I was very concerned about his health. I went with him to every doctor's appointment. Like I really paid attention to what he was eating. I made a lot of his food. Like I dressed him. I changed the way he looked. He loved it. Like he was thriving. Jeff was really happy. And so the only thing that sucked there was he was so condescending. Like there was, let me put it this way. Jeff hit a lot of boxes for me. He checked a lot of boxes on what I would want to have. But unfortunately, he hit so many red flags of things I would never put up with again in a man. Right? Hey, DNV. Love you, Rachel. Yeah, Trixie. I really wish yeah, Marie Marion's right. She's right about this. Reese, the one good thing about you cheating is that it was the push you needed to leave Jeff. You even said before that if it hadn't happened, you would still be with him. Yes. Here's the only thing, guys. I do sometimes think about it. I rarely think about Jeff and I rarely think about Tommy. To be honest, I just don't think it's healthy to dwell on either one of those guys, right? Like they've both moved on. I need to move on. I don't think it's a good idea. Absolutely, Marissa Martin. What was I just gonna say? Holy shit. What the fuck? I can't believe I just had a whole point and it's gone. Sometimes that happens to me when I'm about to say something and I read a comment. It takes me somewhere else. Damn it. Love you, Dawn. Get some sleep, girl. Yeah, they moved on, but that wasn't it, Yadira. But thanks for trying, Yadira. Um, I'm not saying you're not wrong or shouldn't feel remorse, but your circumstances were definitely different. Yes. And it doesn't it oh, I think I know what I was gonna say. Now I remember. I wish zoom out, Reese. He was stepping outside of your marriage years before you even gave it a thought. You're right. I wish though, I often think about not so much as anymore, but I used to think because I said this like 2 days before I left. I wish Jeff would have left the Jesters. I believe in my heart, and I could be wrong, guys. I feel like it would have changed a lot of the dynamic of our marriage. Yeah, two wrongs don't make a right. I think that had he stepped away, the Jesters are evil, in my opinion. Like they ruin and destroy marriages. They're like Scientology. Scientology destroys families. The Jesters destroy families, in my opinion. They wouldn't agree with that, right? They're not going to think that's true, but they do. And if Wanda were in here, she would agree. And if Jeff's kids were in here, they would agree. Like they're not a good group, cult, whatever you want to call them. They tear up families. They cause division. They cause doubt, right? So I believe our marriage could have had possibly a chance. The only thing that I say possibly about that is probably not because we still didn't speak each other's languages. We could have probably made it work and skated by, but like we still didn't have a deep, deep connection like I want to have with a man someday. Like he didn't understand me. Hey, Kevin Conklin, he would have never left the Jesters. No. Yeah, Diana H, I'm glad you're here. Hey, Kevin, howdy, my take. You didn't cheat. Jeff crossed the line and you were done. The Crim stepped in to use you. Yeah, I think that in a nutshell, Kevin sums that up pretty well. I think Jeff did cross the line. He crossed was he a jester while he was married to Wanda? You better believe it. Yes. He crossed a boundary. Like, to me, that's not a marriage. When the wife says, "Hey, I'm not cool or comfortable with this," and the husband says, "Tough shit, get over it." Because that's what he said to me every single time. I remember one time Jeff looked at me in our closet. We were both in the closet getting clothes out, and he went, "I will divorce you before I leave the Jesters." And it broke my heart. I was like, damn. And so after that day, I always said to him, and it would piss him off, but he knew it was true. He would deny it. But after that day, when we would fight, I would say it goes Jesters first and then me. And he would go, "No, that's not true. You come first." And I would go, "Bullshit, dude. That day in the closet is everything I needed to hear." So then our marriage pretty much died after that. Like, yeah, I mean, I knew he was violent. He got violent. He wasn't violent for a long time. Thanks, Cheryl Roberts. Yeah, Kestrel. So yeah, I mean, it's good that we're talking about this. I hope you guys don't mind that we're talking about this topic, but it's good that we're talking about this because absolutely time mark. And Jin, you're absolutely right. Like, it doesn't matter because neither one of those guys were right for me. I need to stop justifying it. They weren't right. It's actually like relationships to me when I zoom out now that I'm single, it's so much more simplified. Like looking back, I should have been like, this isn't a fit. This is not a fit. With Jeff, I should have done that. With Tommy, I absolutely should have done that and been like, this isn't going to work. Like married or not, let's pretend I wasn't married. It's not about the fact that I was married. This isn't going to work. Like we're just not a fucking fit. I'm not a match for him. And see, this is where Debbie Zito, I agree. I think the blood is good. He still would have needed to control you. Jesters or not, he had a condescending attitude toward you. Yeah. Yeah. And he said, Jeff said horrible things to me that really affected me, right? Kim is blue. I agree. So, like going forward, this is so helpful because when I do meet someone, and I hope to meet someone, right? Um, Definitely humor, like sense of humor. This sounds weird coming from me, but I don't want him to be too old. I really would like to be with somebody that I can spend a couple of decades with. I've always been envious of people who are like, we've been together for 25 years or 30 years or 40 years, whatever it is. I've always admired that. I think that is such a respectable thing. I think it's amazing that you can do that with someone. So I don't want him to be like my age, but I'm thinking like somebody in their 50s. And that way too. Yeah, Shelly. I just think we still have time to do stuff together. I don't know, but I don't expect much out of someone. There's no, hey, go the Greek. There's no, as a matter of fact, I'll tell you this. There's no list of things he needs to check off. That's amazing, Rocks in a Box. I have a list of things I won't accept. I don't have a list yet of like what I want. I have a list of what I don't want. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but I will tell you, I just feel like I have cat hair all over me. Thanks, Lady O. I will tell you, yeah, I don't have a list of yeses time arc because honestly, I'm willing to be with anybody. Like, you don't have to be anything other than, like, I would like funny, but like truthful, loyal, just being honest. Like, yeah, the list is boundaries, says Angie Mo. And it's true. Like, I just really want, the coolest thing that would be something that I would want before a relationship is to look at some guy and think you're my best friend. You're my best friend. Before we're into the intimacy and the physical and like I like the idea of you're my safety net. before all else. Like, you're my protector, you're my best friend. All those things mean more to me than like what he does for a living, or if he makes money, or if he's, attractive. That stuff doesn't matter to me nearly as much as the qualities. Um but the biggest thing that I will not ever allow, me too, Rain. That's a sweet thing to say. The biggest thing I will never allow again is I will not let a man yell at me, talk down to me, make me feel small. Hey, Nanny Carrie, make me feel less than, make me feel like he is all powerful, like culty vibes, right? Like you're better than me. Like we're mismatched, like we're not equals. Like I want to be able to lean on to him like he can lean on to me. I think it's a basic list, but like I will not ever tolerate a guy flipping out on me, screaming at me, calling me names, whether Huxley's here or not. Because let's face it, he's going to be 16. He's not always going to be around. He's going to start his own life. Eventually, I'll be alone. And I will not allow that kind of behavior ever again. The first sign of it, I don't care if I've been with him a year and it starts showing up, right? Because like Jeff was cool until after we got married. And that's frightening. And that's what makes me, I don't know about you guys, that makes me never want to get married again. That's the thing that gives me a lot of pause about marriage. Things were not horrible. And then we got married June 12th. Sometime in mid July, the very next month, he called me like a stupid CUNT mother, and he got physical. And I remember thinking, oh shit, I have made a huge, serious mistake and I'm trapped. And it all went downhill from there. And I just remember, like, the second that something like that happens, I don't know about you. How long were we dating? We were dating for 2 years before we got married. So we did not jump into a marriage. It sucked. But I don't know about you guys. Hey, Catherine J. Yeah, that's so true, Kevin Conklin. See, I just lost my thought again. I said, I don't know about you guys. Me too, whine a little bit more. Yeah, I did too. Tommy definitely felt like a best friend to me. Like I was super into him. You guys know that. Like he definitely felt like a best friend. He felt like that supportive, protective best friend. And yeah, I was let down by that. Move on, right? Like I was let down. I can't sit there and hold on to that forever and whine and cry about it forever. It didn't work out and you move on. You find somebody else or you stay single. It's pretty simple. But in a lot of ways, Jeff duped me because of that. Yes, he locked it down and locked you up. He did. So, in a lot of ways, that and I'm a big believer in marriage. I'm a big believer in love. I love being in love. I can't wait to be in love again when it's right. But I don't know that I'll ever agree to get married again. It really freaked me out. It really freaked me out, getting married and like getting back from our honeymoon, and that behavior started in, and I truly had not um seen that in him. He'd never called me that name before. He got uglier and uglier quickly, and I was like, oh shit. I just remember thinking that. I was like, oh shit, this is bad. Like, we just bought this house. Like, my kid is comfortable here. There was just so many variables that I was like, what am I supposed to do? How am I going to get out of this? It was bad. It was a frightening, like, I felt like a caged animal feeling. No, Kestrel. Um, yeah, Julie. Thank you, Renee B. I know this is an uncomfortable discussion, but it's therapeutic for all of us. Love you, sister. Babe, I'm happy to have this conversation. It's not these kinds of things are not uncomfortable for me at all. I know they are for some people, but this kind of stuff is not uncomfortable for me. And I don't want to say I'll never get married again. Hey, dreaming of blue skies and sandy beaches. It just would have to be exactly right, and there'd have to be, like, a reason, and there would have to be plenty of time that passed in order for me to get married again. Like, I'd have to probably be with someone 3 to 5 years before I would even consider it. Like, if you guys think about it too, like, I don't know. I like the idea of marriage, but there's also, like, I don't have to. I don't feel like I have to anymore. I've been married enough times. I loved being married. Would I ever get back together? Hey, Kendra, would I ever get back together with Huxley's dad? Interesting question, Angel K. Um, I don't I don't know him anymore. I don't really know who he is. Um, Interesting, Nima. Amen. Um, First of all, he's in a very committed relationship. But if he were not, I don't know the answer to that. I would gladly be his friend again any day. I don't think so. His personality is not the kind of guy that I think I'm attracted to, but I love Michael and I always will. Like I would help him any day, anytime. And I've told him that. Like I will always be there for you as your friend. I am so thankful. I was just saying this to my mom yesterday, guys. I am so thankful that Michael is Huxley's father for so many reasons. But I said to my mom, "Hey, Sandra Ferguson, can you imagine if Huxley's dad was Jeff?" Oh, can you imagine if Huxley's dad was Tommy? Oh, God. I can't imagine. More so Jeff than Tommy. I would hate it more if Huxley's dad was Jeff because Jeff is the biggest stickler just to be a dick about everything. He digs his heels in just to be right about everything. He will argue everything any day of the week with you. I used to watch him he's so political. And when we were married, he'd have a Facebook post, a political post, and it would say, "Hey, B Willow 5." It would say like 97 comments underneath it. And he would just be arguing back and forth with someone. And I would go, who cares who they voted for? Like, why are you wasting the afternoon arguing? And he'd be like, because I have to post these links. They have to know that they're wrong. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I cannot imagine if that were Huxley's dad. Can you imagine? He'd be like, I didn't agree to this. I'm not paying for that. You didn't, nope, nope, nope. I'm not agreeing. Like, I cannot imagine him being his dad. He would be he would make my life a living hell just to make it a living hell. He would be such a stickler about every single thing. Oh God. See, this makes me never want to get married again, Joel. I married a stranger. The moment we got married, the real personality came out. Ugh. So here's the question. Joel, would you ever get married again? One, but two, what's wrong with not getting married and just being in a hey, Jenny Stout, just being in a committed relationship? And if you get married again, there's nothing wrong with that. Um, but I think it would have to be okay. He says he won't get married. I think for me, it would have to be a 3 to 5 year committed relationship first. Have to be like it would have to be at least 3, probably be more comfortable with like a 5 year situation. And then even then, I don't know, like I watch a lot of things about like prenups. I'd probably want something. I saw a guy, who's that? Alicia, are you in here? That James Sexton. I love James Sexton. And he said everybody should have a prenup. And a really simple prenup would be something like Everything that the wife brought into the marriage is hers. Everything that the husband brought in is his. And everything that was together, we split 50-50. That's what Jeff and I did pretty much. And I like that. Like, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but like, I wouldn't want to fight either if you get divorced. True to it. Yeah, I would not get married again, but I'd want a commitment. Absolutely. Hey, Michelle, ran across this Bible quote today: to speak evil of no one, to avoid quarreling, to be gentle, and to show perfect courtesy toward all people. Titus, I needed this today. Interesting. Yes, Alicia. Um, to speak evil of no one, to avoid quarreling, to be gentle, and to show perfect courtesy toward all. See, I love that. Why can't we just apply that shit? Why is that so hard? And I know this sounds cheesy, but like, guys, kindness is not that big of a deal. And if you can't be kind, at least be just quiet. Like, why do people have to attack and divide up and act all crazy and wild and all of that? Like, just go in peace. Just they're not for you then. That's fine. Like, why do you have to attack people? Why? I never understood that. Why do you have to be such a fighter? Why fight? I don't understand that. I love that, Michelle Asbell, and thank you for your super chat. So I'm thankful. I'm very thankful that Michael is Huxley's dad, because you know what? He is he's got a lot of issues, but it's because of Scientology and what Scientology did to him. Yeah, Lori Lee, why do you have to be such a fighter? Like, why do people have to just like pummel each other to the death till there's just no one breathing left? Like, why? Why can't you just, okay, we disagree and we hate each other. I'm out of here. Why can't you just do that? I don't know. It is true to its right. It's that 15%. Yeah, just don't be a nincompoop, says Lumen. That's smart, Time Mark. Elizabeth Vigil. Yeah, I just don't get it. And that's what I love about this chat, guys. That's what I love about this chat. Um, Interesting. Hope between the dreams. We don't like, I feel so much better already. I don't know about you guys. We're not engaging with the hate like I have been. Ooh, I'm glad you didn't either, West Coast Fancy Nancy. And it feels so good. I feel like I'm back on my game. I feel like I'm sleeping a little bit better. Like, this is the first time I'm truly not looking at any of it. Like, I got a little sucked in for a minute there, and I would look at some of it and then I dip back out. I'm back to like, I'm sober again. I don't want to. And it feels so good. It's truly, don't they say like ignorance is bliss? Why look at it? You're not going to be able to do anything about it. You can't change it. And who cares? Honestly, who cares what other people say about us? Who cares? Like, this is our place of peace. Who cares? We're not going over there. I'm not going to be on their show. We're not going to be, you know, doing content together. So who cares? It really, in the grand scheme of things, when it comes to like your life, it just doesn't matter what people on the internet say. It just doesn't. If you can't be kind, be quiet. Yes. Jenny Stout, I love it, girl. And thank you for your super chat. Hey, Sweet Liberty, I haven't seen you for a minute. I stopped peeking at their channels to look at their titles. Trixie, that's good. Yeah, this is true too. I'm hearing the haters have their own hate to contend with. Well, it was only a matter of time that would happen, Lumen. I mean, it truly is. Maybe. Hey, Lemster. But honestly, guys, it just doesn't. They're strangers. It just doesn't matter. And I don't know why I was putting time, effort, attention into that. And it feels good to not talk about it anymore and to just shift back over to like what's real and our lives and, you know, real life issues that we need to tackle, because there's plenty of that. There's plenty of that. And again, I've been kind of unpacking in my head. I agree with that. West Coast Fancy Nancy. Even though I've been married now for 38 years, that's amazing. I tend to agree that marriage is only a piece of paper. Commitment will happen with or without legal document. Yeah, it's true. I have been sober since the stream you did recently about not talking about it. Me too. Feels great. Me too, Angie Mo. Good for you. Reese, we are your soft place to fall. Thank you, DNV. It's just there's so many other things that we need to discuss. I'm only 2 years out. There's so many other things that we need to heal from, we need to talk about. There's uncomfortable things we need to talk about. Like, I just don't give a shit about what some stranger's opinion is of me and how they want to sum me up. I just don't give a shit. It just doesn't make that big of a difference other than ruffle your feathers, right? And then what do you do about it? Nothing. There's nothing you can do about it. Um, yes, I'm finding out who I really am now. I admit I am a people pleaser. It makes me a target for people who use me. Totally. Yeah. Me too, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Absolutely, Muffet Lou. Joel, I get that. I am a people pleaser as well, but I'm getting much better at setting boundaries about that. I just am. Like, it's okay to tell people no. And it's okay to set up boundaries and still be very kind about it. That's what I'm finding. Like, I don't have to be rude, but it's okay to just say that's not going to work for me, right? And that's why I'm not quite there dating, because I don't know that I would be comfortable being like, this just isn't working for me. Like, what if he's really into me and I'm not really into him? I'm not comfortable yet. I just need to spend more time with myself. Where's my little boy? Oh my God, he's so cute. Finny, what are you doing? You sleeping? Kind of want to hold you. Okay, good night. Boundaries make us feel safe and empowered. Yes. Interesting. There's an app, like a dating app. Oh my God, your dog is so cute. There's an app called Just Lunch. No pressure if it doesn't feel like you're interested. Is it a dating app? Just Lunch? Huh. I would do it. I would do that. I still really wish that we could set up a speed dating stream. Do you guys think we could do that? We were going to do a June meetup and I'm not sure what the status is on that. Would you guys would that be weird in real life? Could we? Would it be weird to do that? And who knows if people would participate. That's what I mean by weird. It could get really weird really fast if where would you even set that up? Where would we put it? Where? Yeah, I don't know. Just Mexican food lunch and it's a done deal. We need more guys. Yeah, Joy Forbes, we need more guys. I know, Shell, me either. It would be fun. You'd have to go to a really populated area. True to it says I'm in. You'd have to go to a really populated area and be prepared to fail. Buffy. It's not, it's I would like to do it. I just would need someone to help me plan that. Katie Fulton isn't here tonight. She really wants to do it. Jenny Stout will ring the 5-minute bell. It sounds like fun. It sounds like it would be hilarious too. Like, it would be fun if we could get guys to participate. I just don't know where the hell. Hey, Megan Roberts. Peggy Collins is in. Hey, PJ Mack. I just don't know where we would do it. Elizabeth might be willing. We get a dating coordinator to plan. Is that a job? Is that like a real job? Because that would be a fun job. Debbie A, it's just an organic thing, girl, and it got real weird real fast. Speaking of, little boy, where's my little boy? Phineas. Finny, it's upsetting me that you don't care. I know, Angie Mo, and no hurry on that. You have way more life stuff going on. Do it outside of the flea market. What do you mean a Zoom call? How come we don't have we need more guys on this channel is what we need. We need more men to flow into this channel. What the hell does that mean? This freaks me out and I don't easily freak out. Reese, would you consider having a sleeping party? What in the polyamorous does that mean? What do you mean by that? What does that mean? Renee B, can you break that down? That's a serious question to just leave it at that. What the hell is a sleeping party? I've never heard of those two words together in my life, and I'm a little frightened by it. And that's different for me because I don't frighten easily. Honestly, I don't. Like, that is, I don't know that I'm uncomfortable or scared. I feel scared. Actually, I'm more leaning toward frightened. Yeah, I feel scared by this. What the Can someone please break that down? Because I don't like sitting here in this mystery. What the F is a sleeping party? Reese, you live just outside one of the biggest tourism cities in the US, speed date heaven. Can I do it like at the airport? Could we set up a table at the airport to speed date? Like right when yeah, like right when they get off the plane, be like, you park it. You got 5 minutes. Renee B, can you come back please to reality and tell us what the hell a sleeping party is? Because a lot of that seems illegal. I feel like that would include a lot of STDs. I don't know. I immediately went to like uncomf. It was very uncomf and dark. It was dark for me. What in the polyamory? What in the polygamy? Hey, Maisie Shiloh. Now, I did say earlier, I did say earlier that I would love to snuggle somebody. Do you think that would be weird? Do you think it'd be weird to say that to someone? Like, could we cuddle? Like, could I rub all over you like animals do in the wilderness? Like how cats like rub on each other? Like, would it be weird to ask a man that? Like, what if he's single? I would never want to do that to like a married dude or, someone who's. I sure am. You better believe it, mop top. Could I? Renee B, where the hell did you go? You can't just leave a banger like that and then not say anything else. Hey, Reese, could we have a sleeping party? Like, that's creepier to me than walking up to a man and being like, can we cuddle? Like, can you imagine walking up to someone and being like, could we have a sleeping party? What the fuck does that mean? Like, what in the gonorrhea? Where the hell did Renee B go? I can't believe she just dropped that zinger and left. Um, People pay for spooning. Where are they paying for this? Is there a place? I would, yeah. Renee B just threw a hand grenade and left. She sure did. She just was like, she took the pin out and she was like, see you guys. Bye, guys. Hope you enjoy your sleeping party, your polygamy fucking sleeping party. Good night, everybody. Good night. She just dropped a banger. Is it weird for me to go up to a dude? Lisa Kelson. Hey, tell Craig thanks again. Hey, can I? There's a fucking cuddle app. Excuse my language. She meant slumber party. That doesn't make me feel any safer. A slumber party with who? I think it depends on who you're bringing into your slumber, right? Have like an overnight live where we go live and we all sleep together. Oh yeah, that doesn't sound illegal. Hold on. Guys, go back. Let's back that thing up. Hold on. I just want to cuddle with someone. I honestly don't even really want penetration yet. Yes, I use that word. I don't want anybody to get in there yet. I'm not ready, right? I've never had a slumber party, so I don't know what goes on at a fucking slumber party. I'm not comfortable with it. I don't want anybody getting in there yet. She's not ready. She's ready, but I don't want to yet. I don't even want someone doing this, right? Even though that's kind of nice. A cuddle app. Could I? Can I? Renee B says, "Dear Lord, it's innocent." Okay, I obviously tainted it. I'm sorry. Renee B, I've never had a slumber party. I'm sorry, Renee B. I didn't mean to upset you. Hey, everyone, I'm sure Craigslist has cuddle offers if you are not worried about being murdered. Okay. Let me check my life insurance policy and then I'll get back to you on that one. Well, here's my question. Hey, get on topic here with me, you guys. Here's my question.
Hey, can I go ahead and start the washer? I know how to do it since it's like getting late.
Yeah, or I can just do it tomorrow morning.
Well, I don't know. I was just gonna watch it.
Okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead. Hey, Mimi. Hold on, guys. I have a serious question. Alicia knows what that's about. Alicia and I are on the same page here. Cuddles could lead to puddles. You know what, though? It's probably, Alicia, if I had to think about it, it's probably memorable. Like the next day, it would be worth it and shit. You know what I mean? Could I? Is that weird? Like if I walked up to some, like, could I have said that? Good night, Lindy. Could I have said that to one of the cops last week? Be like, I used to, Huxley's the parent. Put that out there for the world to read. Hold on. Like, could I have said, hey, look, I used to do this with crims. Now I'm looking for a cop. Trying to be more ethical in my life. And I don't want to, I'm trying not to go down the crim path. Quit bringing up Adam, Rachel. It makes me sad. That guy looked super cuddly. I wish I would have asked him. Could I? Like, could I have said to the cop, like, hey, when's your shift over? Like, that outfit gets me going. First of all, you can even leave all the pepper spray and shit on you. Can we just snug? Can we just like snug bug like a couple of glowworms for a minute? No, I just want to snug bug like a couple of glowworms for like 10 minutes. Seriously? Oh my God, I know, Marissa Martin. Seriously? Buffy, Adam was so cuddly and it really pisses my life off. Hold on. Is Shelly leaving? Love you, Shell. Hold on. Could I say, Kim is Blue, you are awfully negative to this evening. Unbelievable, Kim is Blue. You're always bringing us back to reality. Ouija board and scary movies. Renee B., I don't know about these sleeping parties that you speak of. Hold on. Kim is Blue, get it right. Hold on. Is it weird? Like, I think I will feel safest asking a cop because most likely he's not a serial killer. I think the likelihood is like a 0.1% chance or something. So I think we're good. Thanks, Rain. I'm glad he reminded you. Tony Suter. I'm picturing the cop in full uniform saying, I wonder if it's over yet. Stop it. He won't say that. He's going to be like, keep going. Rub my pistol. That's what he'd say. And I'd be like, where is it? Here? Oh, here? Here, you can rub my, squeeze these lemons. Okay, stop. You guys are starting to get dirty. This wasn't meant to be dirty. Tony Suter, quit it. What I'm trying to say is, could I go back to that cop station and be like, look, got a little task for you. Katie Fulton, where the hell have you been? I was just talking about you. And I said, Katie Fulton's not here. Why isn't she here? You know, I need her here. He would like it, Tony Suter. You know this. You get it. You know what that's about. Ladies, please talk about your slumber parties so I don't feel weird. It is weird. You've made it weird, Renee B. I don't know what a sleeping party is. I've never had a sleeping party. I don't know what goes on at one. I guess I'd be willing to contract chlamydia. I'm not going to do gonorrhea. But I guess if we do it, right? You can always get a prescription. Hold on. Hey, Mary Barons. All right. So I think I go back to the police station and I just say, I got a little task for you. Little task force, right? Switching from crims. I'm a recovering crim addict. And I was wondering, you know, you don't have a ring on. And I was wondering if perchance, you can keep all this shit on you. You can keep your gear on, your Kevlar or caviar or whatever it is. And if you would be willing to just lay on a cot where the crims lay, Renee B., you better stay here. I better see that name staying in this room. Switching, I love this, Kim is Blue. Switching to the side of the law. That's good. I like that, actually. That's very educated. It's very intelligent. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to say, I'm switching to the side of the law switching to this side of the law. And that's terrifying, Alana, and I hope that never happens to me. And then I say, yeah, Renee B, you better keep your ass here. You better stay in that seat, girl. Um, most cops are worse than the crims. Bethany, that's terrifying. Sounds like you need to just add a full-size potbelly pig to cuddle. Close your eyes. You will think it's Jeff. He was like a little snuggy pig in a good way. No, but here, what if I just say, is this illegal, by the way? Is this soliciting? Yeah, Renee B. Okay, good. You're still here. Is this illegal if is this propositioning a cop? Am I going to get arrested? Like, am I walking in to get arrested? Am I walking into the lion's den? Can somebody look up? Do we have any attorneys in here? Is Denise still here? If I just went up and said, look, you can keep all that shit on, you keep your gear on. I just want to get onto a cot and snug bug it. Just snug bug it like a couple of glowworms for a minute, officer. And trust me, nothing's going to go weird. It's not going to get weird in a cell. Someone just sent me a text of a person who is a cuddle party facilitator in Murfreesboro. Is that you, Renee B? Okay, so I'm not asking for money. No, I'm not asking him to pay for it. That's what you guys are for. I'm only sad fish here. It's already weird. Yeah, that's true. Kim is blue. It's called solicitation. But Jenny Stout, not if I'm asking for money. I only ask for money here. I'm not asking for money in the real world. Cuddle party facilitator. Is that you, Renee B? I've never had a slumber party. Get a firefighter. I just want to snuggle somebody. I really do. I just want to cuddle. I just really want to wrap myself around just a big old burly, cologne. I want him to have a little cologne on, and I want to nuzzle up into his neck, and I want to go, and he's going to be like, oh, this is so weird. He's going to be like, can I leave now? He is going to be like what Tony Suter said. A firefighter would be great. Does anybody know any single firefighters? Could I go to a fire station? Would that be weird? They have beds there. Could I go to a fire station? Would this be weird? Could I go to a fire station and just say, like, look, what are the chances, right? I know what you're thinking, but we're not going to get naked. Keep your gear on. If the bell rings, you get the skadoodle. You just skedaddle out of here. Hey, Kay Thompson. Okay. I am married to a cop. What? Retired. And that would be confused for solicitation. How would that be confusing for solicitation when I'm telling him to keep his damn clothes on? I'm just trying to grab his pistol. I sent you a text regarding a person. I know, I just read it. Yeah, sunshine and tan lines. I just want to lay on his chest and smell him. Katie, could you go with me? And then we can both spray our perfume on. I think this is genius. Like, who's going to say no? It's not like I'm walking in saying, can we do a sleeping party? Renee B, you dropped that zinger, girl. I just want to go in and be like, oh, look, here's a bed. May we lay here for 5 minutes whilst I snuggle you and smell your neck? Look, we're losing the crowd. It's getting weird. I know it got weird, but I like this idea. Some firefighters cheat. Well, so do software developers, unfortunately. Can we have a firefighters cuddle puddle party? True to it. I love this idea. Katie Fulton says she can go. Maybe just have some business cards made and leave them in gratuitous places. What about this? Katie Fulton. What if we meet our next husbands this way? How cute when we're all sitting at dinner one night and we're like, remember how we met? Katie and I walked in and just like tackled you guys and started smelling your necks. What if it works out? We always tend to be so damn negative. What if it works out? What if it does? Yeah, Alana says she would like to cuddle with a firefighter. Could we do this? Should we? Where would we do it? Do they have firefighters in every town? I think we're on to something. Katie, are you still here, Katie? Katie is super hot. So she's like my good luck charm. The only problem is, what's going to happen is we're going to walk in and they're going to be like, oh, cuddle that one with the boobs that are popping out of the top of her turtleneck. Not snuggling that one with the fupa and the chalupa hanging around. No. Yeah, Katie, do you want to try this? Pajama party cuddle. Is this starting to get culty? Is this what they were saying about us? Are we culty? Maybe this is too far. I don't know. Well, it's like Carrie Bradshaw said, firefighters are hot because there's a weight limit. She says that on Sex and the City, and I kind of agree with her. Although I will say this, I like an overweight man. I like a chub bub. Speed dating at the fire department. Charge a small admission fee and donate the money. That's a great idea. The liability of a cuddle app. I'd like to cuddle. Is there really a cuddle app? God, how fucking weird. What a weird time to be alive. Yeah, Lisa Kelson, I agree with that. This is love you, Lemster. I love chubby men, sunshine and tan lines. I love chubby men. Yeah, you can wear PJs to the Zoom call. You might as well. We're going to be there for 24 hours. Katie, apparently they have cuddle apps. Like, I would do this. If it's safe, where the hell do you meet up to cuddle? Babe, I'm so down. You have the personality. I'm just emotional support boobs to get the vibe going. She's not wrong. Like, I definitely can keep up with the jokes. She can too. But Katie does have the emotional support tits, and we're going to need that. Now, there are men out there that are into fupas, and I have the emotional support fupa. I mean, this thing is good. It's pillowy, it's soft, it smells good because I like to put smelly lotion on it. It might just be that these shorts are a really soft material. But yeah, no, Katie has the emotional support tits though, and she should bring those with her. Can we do each other's makeup at the party? Absolutely, Renee B. I think that's a great idea. We're on to something. What would we title this? What would we call it? How many people are in for doing something like this? First of all, we have to check into it. Is it legal? Like, can we just walk up to someone and be like, "Can I cuddle you?" Is that a thing? Look, I once talked to a younger man who was totally into older, thick women. So I'm sure you could find an older dude who likes the same. Oh, I know I could. Yeah, I'm not worried. Alana, I know there's some older guy out there that would take a look at me and say, yeah, you'll do. I'll do it. Research it. Yeah. Love you, Kay Thompsons. Katie, I think, first of all, Katie, I really want to do the speed dating thing. And I'm willing to drive to do a meetup with you if we could figure this out. I just don't know where the hell we're going to do it. Now, Katie, before you got here, somebody said Nashville is like a huge what'd you guys say? Tourist town. Katie, could we do it at an airport? Renee B, you hate cuddling? Just looking for a snug. Just looking for a snug bug. Could I put it like that? Like, maybe we could get a t-shirt. You're funny. I would like to do speed dating. I would do speed dating. If we could figure this out, guys, to do some kind of a meetup and set it up, we could do it in a public place. We'd have to do it like where there's available men to come up. And the problem is That's cute. Just a bug looking for some snugs. Yes, misfits. It's true. I don't necessarily want to have sex. That's not the goal for me right now. I'm not looking to have sex. FYI, you are not thick. Come on. Who you kidding, Lisa Kelson? Come on, girl. Nashville Bar and Restaurant. Just a bug looking for some snugs. Guys, that's my next pickup line. I'm going to say it tomorrow at Publix. I'm going to find a dude and he's going to be like, do you need some help looking for something? And I'm going to be like, I'm just a bug looking for some snugs. Are you my glowworm? That's it. You knew it. Get it. Do it. No? I think that could work. No, Lisa, we're about the same size. I can fit into size 12 jeans now, but still I'm roundy, girl. I'm very roundy. Yeah, I don't do bars because I don't drink. So that might not be the best place, but I'm not against it. It's just I don't want to pick up some dude at yeah. So the next time I go out, good vibes, that's what I'm going to do. Anytime any guys like, can I help you with something? I'm going to say, I'm just a bug looking for some snugs. Know where I can find a glowworm? And he's going to like call 911. Speed dating, I can already envision it would be hilarious, no doubt, but perchance lead to lives of happiness. Katie and I are on the same. We always think the same. It's weird that we don't look the same and her tits are bodacious, right? But we are similar there. What if it leads to lifelong happiness or at least like the next 10 years? I mean, you can't expect lifelong, right? But we could find a guy, your next husband for at least a few years. Katie doesn't drink either. What's this now? There's a summer intern coming to the newspaper I work at, and he's from Murfreesboro. All right, give him my number. At this point, I would rather have a cuddle. Same, Joel Sachs. Like, I just want to snuggle. I agree with this so much. You can usually tell in the first 5 minutes if there is chemistry. That's good, though, Renee B. I don't want to find a dude at a church. I just don't think that's a good idea for me. I feel like I would frighten him beyond anything he's ever seen. Guys, this is good. We've been on for 2 hours. I think this is a good start. I will say, me too. I'm not even trying to bone down. I'm not either, Katie. I'm seriously not looking into having sex yet. I'm not ready for anybody to get near Penelope just yet, right? But I would like to have a snug bug in a rug, possibly my rug. That's enough. Please hit subscribe. And I have therapy tomorrow. Okay. So let's hope that we have some sort of major eye-opening breakthrough and then we bring it to YouTube because that's what we like to do. Can we have age ranges? I'm going to be thinking about you, Angie Mo. Lots of people go into bars and don't drink alcohol. It's social. There's dance, live music every 10. Yeah, I agree with this. We could try for a bar, Debbie Zito, because she's right, guys. Not everybody's like a raging alcoholic that goes to a bar, right? Elizabeth Miller, you're very welcome. Love the snug bug. Next, everybody do a challenge with me until tomorrow. Next time you're in public, mocktails. Next time we're in public, guys, and a guy says, can I help you find something? I want everybody to try it and just say, I'm just a bug looking for a snug. Are you my glowworm? That could be all it takes. And then 10 years from now, you guys are laughing about it. It's your 10-year wedding anniversary. It could happen. Okay. Give it a try and report back to me because I'm too embarrassed to do it. So you guys go out and try first. I just want to snug right now. Fire station, bring snacks. I think we need to try this. The fire station thing feels right to me. They already have a bed in there. I just want to lay there and snug like a bug with a glowworm. I'm into mocktails too, Jenny Stout. Absolutely. Let's give this a fucking try. It's about to be summer. Like, time to get some sun, time to get our flaps, right? Going, right? She's getting a heartbeat. Let's make this happen, guys. Let's make some snacks. Let's get out there. Let's give these lemons a squeeze. Okay, Katie Fulton, please do it. And we need to figure out a meetup because I'm getting a little tired of this. The weather is warm. You know what that means. Sun's out, tits out, if you're Katie Fulton. Buggles Snuggles. That's the cutest thing I've ever heard. We need to put this on a t-shirt. All right, everybody, hit subscribe. Thanks, Yadira. Hit subscribe if you feel like being here. And I love Shirley Temple's Jessamine. That's what I get every time I go out. And I'll say, extra cherries, please. I'm not driving. And they never laugh. Elizabeth, it's fun. All right, Katie, report back to us, please. I love you, Rachel. Thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your super chats, your memberships, but most by dark sarcasm, but most of all, I'm serious. Thank you for the feedback, the wisdom, the time you put into this stream. Love you, Joel Sachs. Bye, Heather Landau. I hope I see you on Sunday. Oh, that's cute, Rain Virus. I feel like I could have guessed that. Bye, Trixie, and I love you guys. And here comes Fred, everybody. I'm going to go check on Huxley's laundry. Bye, Mary Barons. Love you guys.